If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Mary told me today about a video that she saw that called me out, and I'm not really sure he called me out or not, but for the sake of argument, let's say he did. It says that maybe I'm demonstrating that this lifestyle is cheap and that everybody should come out here. Well, anybody that's watched my channel for any length of time, I would think, knows that that's not what I'm promoting. No, this lifestyle can be very expensive. This YouTuber was explaining how he drove in one day. He drove, across Washington State, and he spent $130 in gas and $6 in toll fees and so much money to eat and, just different things. He also said that anybody that is claiming to live cheaply is stuck themselves in the forest or out in the BLM and they never move. Yep, that's true too. Yes, this lifestyle costs a fortune, and I think he's absolutely correct that if you're going to travel an extensive amount, it's going to cost you $130 a day just in fuel cost. Living as cheap as Carolyn and I do it, $850 a month for our budget, that's a lifestyle choice. That was something that we were doing before we came out here. We didn't come out here to live cheaply. We came out here for a whole slew of other reasons, such as, reduce the stress in my life. I didn't come out to see the world at breakneck speeds. And I think I've described this before. I'm taking a nice slow pace. I got the rest of my life to travel around, going from one national forest to the next national forest, spending as much time in an area that is legally possible. And yeah, or physically possible. Legally possible means, can I bounce around enough in an area? There's 3 national forests in Florida. So I can bounce around in Florida, for several months, just going from one national forest to the other national forest. But then when it gets too hot, then we can move along to another location. And so when we went to South Dakota, again, we were able to move from one spot to another spot enough between the grasslands and the national forest that we were able to stay there for, I guess, 2 months, 2.5 months. And there were some city parks that we were able to stay at also. And all this was free. Now, other things that we do to really reduce our costs, food costs. Food costs, I think, can run a person nearly broke. And I've demonstrated over and over again how we keep our food costs so low. We shop at discount food stores. All these shop and save a lot. We don't buy beef. And our diet, if you really think about it, wraps around 3 types of meals: chicken, turkey, or pork. So our diet is quite bland, quite non-exciting. Although Carolyn's very good at spicing them up. Onions and garlics and Worcestershire sauce. So there's a lot of things that she does to spice up the food. But in the end, it's just the same diet over and over, day in, day out. My lunch, it consists of a peanut butter sandwich, no jelly. We'll have a salad. We eat salads regularly. We find the cheapest salad dressing we can find. Some lettuce. We might sprinkle some cheese on it. And we have those regularly for lunch. There again, that wasn't even part of this lifestyle. That is something we carried over from living in a stick and brick. This is what we learned by being debt-free. Again, I hope he wasn't calling me out, because I do kind of respect this YouTuber a little bit. I don't watch all of his videos, but I watch some of them. And I hope he would have done the research before saying, that people are advertising that you can live cheaply out here. No, you can't live cheaply. I've said over and over again, just because I only spend less than $850 a month doesn't mean that's all I make. We make a good deal of money, and the rest of that goes into our savings and emergency fund, our future. I mean, think about it. We are going to have to replace the truck sometime in our future. And if I'm not putting money away to do that, then I'm going to have to get a loan. Well, loans in themselves are very expensive. Interest rates, depending on your ability to get credit, interest rates could be very high. And the other thing is you know, being self-employed and my income wavers so much, I may not be able to get a good interest rate loan. So I'm not going to want to get a loan in the future. I'm going to want to save up money. And quite frankly, even though the interest rates are so low, you know, 2% is what I'm getting, I think, 1 or 2%. I'd much rather get the 1 or 2% on the money I'm saving rather than spending that 1 or 2% on a loan. So all that money has to go into our future. Now, in a stick and brick, once you have that house, it's equity. You're not having to replace it. Yeah, you got to do maintenance on it. Well, I got to do maintenance on the vehicle too. The difference between me and this other YouTuber is he's traveling $130 a day, and I'm traveling $130 a month. That is a big difference. I've just slowed my pace down, so we're covering the same distance. I'm just not doing it at rabbit speed. I'm doing it at turtle speed. In the end, we're both going to end up in the same spot in our life with a happy nomadic adventure that we all have our own purpose for. So if you're wanting to see the world in a big old hurry, you're going to spend a lot of money really quick. I recognize people are going to argue about rent and home loans and all that. Well, I get it. Yes, you have rent and home loans, but I have rent and home loans too. I'm going to have to replace the truck, which is my rent. It's a direct comparison. And if we ever decide to upgrade, which people have asked me about, then, you know, we're going to save up more. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.